me and my husband, we've been together for 20 years, and I have had multiple instances where I reached out to other men. Usually it was online and stuff like that, but recently it was a little bit closer to home, and I texted his brother.
Ooh.
So it's like I said, we've been together 20 years. I cheated in 2013 online, sent two guys pictures, and they got found out because one of the guys ended up telling my husband. He was like, I don't know why, but he just did anyways. And I cut contact with both of them for the majority, but then I did stay in contact with one of them for the last 10 years. I had phone calls for the last 10 years with this guy, and it was only like occasionally every couple of years we would make a phone call, like, how you doing, whatever, because he was on the other side of the country. And
hey, let me ask you this: why don't you just leave your husband?
Because I love him like a lot. Like I really, really do. He does everything. Like he's freaking perfect for me. Like we're perfect for each other. We really are. Like that's 20 years I've been here.
I know, but you're super not. That's the challenge.
Like, I don't want to leave him. I want to be here. Like I don't want anybody else. I really don't.
Then tell me this. Why don't you want to be you?
I mean, I do want to be me. I'm just weird. I like being weird, and I celebrate that, but and embrace it. It's just I don't know. I can't believe you said that. Like, I want to be with him. Like,
I think that you want to you love the safety, and you love the security of it all.
I mean, of course, but I love him too.
I know, but you reached out to his brother. You reached out to family, friends. You reached out to strangers to get your heart rate up, for that excitement, to feel desire, to feel deviant, like that. It's like, oh, we shouldn't be doing this.
Mm-hmm.
And so my stock answer would be, if you loved him, you would sit down and say, hey, we've established safety in this relationship. I want us to establish, like, practice, have fun with play and desire, and get our heart rates up and have fun and be a little bit, yeesh. Instead, you left the house with that. You didn't honor him enough. You didn't love him enough to be honest with him about those things. Or maybe you have been, and he just said, I'm not into it. I'm out.
No, he was trying, and I wasn't. The more he was trying, it like pushed me away, and I don't know why.
It's not that it pushed you away; it's that you left. That's what I'm trying to get you.
He didn't push me away. It did push me away. Like the ex, he was like, talk to me, like, let's go out, let's go have fun, and I'm just like, I don't really want to go out. Like, I don't know.
And what I'm trying to get you, like, and it might be pain related, okay? So I want to honor it, but I'm not going to back down from this chief thing. You're avoiding reality here.
Yeah, for sure. That's what I was doing.
I know, but you're avoiding it with me, and that means you're avoiding it with yourself. Because if you love this guy and he's perfect, and you want him and you want to be with him, you don't call his brother.
Yeah, I know.
You don't hurt somebody that deeply to get your heart rate up 30 beats a minute.
Yeah.
And so I guess that, like, I'm asking you, like, why haven't you left him?
We have 4 kids, and we've been here so long, and we've just, like, we created this.
Now we're getting to the truth. That, to me, feels much more honest than, because he's perfect, and I love him. The layer beneath that is, there's a sunk cost to this thing. I've got 4 kids. I've got responsibilities. He is safe. and I want something else. And so, Mike, let me ask you this question. What is it about, maybe you don't want to escape yourself. Maybe you do love yourself and you, like, from the inside out, you are completely okay with you. What is it about this life you have co-created with him that feels so suffocating that it just increasingly, it shoots out in wild ways? Like sending nude photos to somebody and then deceptively not cutting it off for a decade. What is it about going back to that person? Feels like an IV drip of aliveness.
Well, see, with that person, the last 10 years wasn't even like that. It was mostly, to me, I was like just a friend. That's not what that guy ever wanted, and I understand that. But to me, it was just like somebody on the other side of the country I'm going to keep in, check in, and we didn't even do that for the last 10 years.
I know that. But imagine your husband sitting across the table from you watching the exchange.
Yeah, I know, and hearing about it and still not even completely knowing if that was all or like what we talked about. And
that's what I'm saying.
He's like, did you ever plan to run away with him? I'm like, no, I never planned to run away and start a life with him. Like, he's this old dude. Like, I do not want that. He's a loser. It was just somebody that, like you said, got my heart rate up. And
I know, but you're looking at love backwards. You're looking at love, me first, you second. And when you get married to somebody and you build a life with somebody, you say, your life first, me second, and I hope and pray to God that I'm first for you.
Right. I need to do that.
And you do that 20 years ago or last week before you get what I'm saying?
Right.
And so when you look at your partner through you first, it's all about how I feel and you're pushing me away and this makes me uncomfortable and I don't like that. And everything's about me. And you just stare at your belly button more and more and more. There is none, zero. When you sit down with your husband and say, he either catches you or you admit it, I've been sending nude pictures to strangers across the country and I've cut them off. There is no circumstance where it's okay to circle back. Other than I'm intentionally trying to hurt you or I care so little about you that I'm just going to get one little click on the morphine drip. And that's where I'm asking you that question. What is so uncomfortable about the world you've co-created? Why do you need to get out of it so bad sometimes?
I'm not sure. I'm working on that. Just started with a therapist. And then we also have a couples therapist. So I'm doing individual therapy and we're going to couples therapy.
Okay, I'll just tell you on the front end, therapy's awesome and great for digging into like what is happening inside of my guts, inside of my chest when I do these things. But before you walk into a therapist's office, you have to make two commitments. One, you will tell a therapist, both your couples therapist and individual, 100% of the truth. And I think that's really tough for you because it hurts, doesn't it?
I can, though. I mean, I can, and I have, and I've said everything. Okay. It just doesn't feel like it to him, and I understand that because I lied for so long.
He's got 2 decades. Yeah, there you go. And the second thing is before we get to the why is this happening and what is a ironclad, this cannot and will not ever happen again.
I know, for sure. It can't, and it won't.
Okay, but then you look at him, and you hold both of his hands and say, I surrender. He gets to make the path back for trust. And you have to decide whether I'm going to walk that path or not. And what has happened is you've done these things over the years, and then you tell him what's going to happen next. And he's beat down, and he's exhausted, and he's heartbroken. He says, okay. And what has to happen now is you take a knee and surrender and say, you make the path back to trust. I'm in. And it might look like I have a brick phone with one number in it. It's mine. I'm being ridiculous.
Yeah.
Obviously, we don't have internet at the house. You throw your laptop out in the street and we run over it with a car. But he gets to decide what the path back is.
Yeah, he's in my phone. He's got everything right now. So
I know, but He's not going to be able to go to Thanksgiving without side-eyeing you and his brother. He's not going to be able to breathe. And so maybe it's you saying, I've thrown a grenade in the middle of your family. I'm going to opt out. I want you to go Thanksgiving with your family this time.
Well, we pretty much host the Thanksgiving. It's at our house. So
Okay,
it's like, really, there's no avoiding it.
No,
there's
no such thing as no avoiding it. Your marriage is in too desperate of a place. And if you'll allow yourself, you're in a really desperate place.
Right.
Because either you're in a marriage you don't want to be in, you're in a life that you've co-created that you no longer want to be in, or you are really, really frustrated with yourself and you don't know where to turn. Both of those avenues are a desperate place.
Right.
Push back and challenge me if you think I'm wrong.
Well, I don't think you're wrong about me and myself. It's like about wanting to be here. I definitely want to be here, and I want to have a life with him, and I see us getting old together, and I want that. I guess it's just myself.
Okay, what give me the run up. Give me the 2 weeks before.
He was at the house a lot, working out in the house and doing stuff in the garage. He was just around a lot.
And you were into him?
I guess. I don't.
But see, that's just an evasive thing. Yes, I was having feelings for my husband's brother.
Yeah. It's weird, and
it's not
weird. I don't know why.
It's not weird. I mean, I guess technically it's weird.
It is. I mean, he's not my brother, but if it was my brother, it'd be a little, definitely crossing some lines. But yeah, I don't know.
It just feels like this is a game to you, and it's not a game.
I know it's not a game because it's my husband. Like,
I know, but it's you.
So bad.
It's you. It's you. It's your husband. It's your kids. It's an extended family. And it's okay to see somebody who comes over and be like, man, that guy's really attractive. Or I like being around that guy. But I'm married to him. And so I need you to be done working at the house. Or I'm going to leave. Or I'm going to go talk to somebody. I'm going to put my phone away. Those are decisions adults make. If I'm walking down the sidewalk with my wife and some beautiful woman walks by, I can acknowledge, man, she's beautiful. And I keep walking. I can turn and gawk at her. I can secretly behind my wife's back get her number. But I committed to my wife.
Yes, I know. And I need to have self-control. I know that. I just have to do it and be committed and be here. I was on birth control for 2 years, and it really messed up my hormones. And then I came off birth control. And as soon as I came off birth control, everything came flooding back, including those kind of hormones. So it was just like...
Yeah, but hormones are a context. They're not an excuse.
I know they're not, because I did it before birth control as well. And it's just, like I said, I was muted for 2 years.
I get that. I get that. Then tell your husband, buckle up, buddy. Right?
He knows already, obviously. This is what happened. He already knew as soon as I was going off birth control. He was like, are you going to cheat on me again? And I was like, no. Not. I'm not trying to laugh, but I'm trying not to cry.
I got that. I totally get that. I get that. That's the way I handle it too. There's a what I would call a reckoning of reality that has to happen, which is this sense, and I want you to do it with a therapist, not by yourself, because it's really heavy. But it's this sense that I betrayed myself, and I betrayed this man who's given 20 years of his life to me. And if he's got if he's abusive, he's whatever, you got to be honest about that stuff too. But he sounds like he's a great guy.
He is great.
Okay. And I find myself escalating this thing. Now I'm going after his brother. There's a reckoning that has to happen. I got to stand in the ashes of reality. Because now he can't call his brother to come over and help with some stuff. And yeah, he's got a reckoning with his brother, but he's got a reckoning with you. And it's you fully, not only taking verbal ownership. I did this thing, and I don't want it to ever happen again. You're going to have to sit and feel it. I betrayed myself. I betrayed him. Or I didn't betray myself. I just don't want to do this anymore. I wouldn't recommend that, but that can be the path you take. But there's something about just owning this. And then making some really powerful declarative statements. I will never do this again. And I take a knee, honey. You get to decide the path back to trust because I've blown it up too many times. I've been an untrustworthy spouse. Will you still have me? And if so, what does the path look like? Because I'm all in. Or I'm not. I'm not all in. And you get to make that choice. You still have agency here. But it's not a game. And it's not whoops. And it's not, oh, the hormones made, it's not, none of that. It's you making some choices that now you got to look the guy that you love in the eye and say, I hurt you again. I got to own it. I got to ask you, will you still have me? Keep doing the work, Emily. Keep doing the work. Got a long, long way to go. I'm all over the internet because of this job, and I hate feeling so exposed and out there, and that's why I love Delete Me. They help me take control of my digital privacy so I can be peaceful and not paranoid when I'm online and offline. For 20% off an annual plan, go to joindeleteme.com/Delony.